see if it's even working. 6 people on here already. It looks so dark in here. All right, that's better. All right, sound check. Can you guys hear me? Who's here right now? Anybody? Yeah? Hi? Can you hear me? My sound was being weird before. Maybe. Oh, perfect. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know. All right, I'm going to wait 7 more minutes so more people can show up. Oh, wow. A whole lot of people just popped up. Fantastic. I probably look super tired today because I am. I had a painting party I hosted last night and I didn't sleep very good after. So I'm a little out of it, but super excited. I got so many things to talk about. All kinds of gear, new gear. This is going to be crazy. My base weight this time is a little bit more than I'm used to. But I guess the good news is that I'm not going to be on such a deadline, per se. I can go my own rate on this guy. So I look like I just woke up. What's new? I think I fixed my hair last time, too. It seems so dark. Maybe it's just on my end. I don't know. You think I'd be more computer literate after all I've done? No. Hear me fine? 5 minutes. Just letting people get here. Ah, thank you. That's funny because I'm really tired today. That's cool. I'll take it. Take all the compliments I can get on these days. No, we just have to hope that Little Leaf behaves this whole time. Doesn't want attention. She's turning into a cat where anytime I'm on the computer trying to edit something, she wants to get my attention. Oh. No, she's just turning over. You guys have been spoiling her, by the way. I put out a wish list on Amazon for stuff for our hike. And so I can do resupply packages and stuff for her because her food will be a lot harder to get a hold of. And we just got a ton of stuff. So thank you. I'm going to rattle off some names of some people who've donated and helped with us with our gear and stuff so far. Pretty excited. Sounds good. Yosemite. Yeah. All the family photos in the background, right? This is my mom's side. So that's my mom. These are all my aunts and uncles on my mom's side. And then these are all the grandkids. Oh, that one right there, that's me. Many moons ago. And then those are just more grandkids. She's got Grandma, how many grandkids? She's got 15 grandkids. I'm at my grandma's house. She has the best Wi-Fi. We live in the mountains. We're out here. So, hi, good to see you. Oh my gosh, there's so many people popping up. Right on. You're going back to the PCT. I was thinking I could totally take Little Leaf on the PCT. I'm pretty positive I could get away with her on the PCT. I know I couldn't on the CDT, which is why I want to raise some money for her to stay at a shelter or, some place I really trust. But I'm going to have to pay that person for 7 months of care. So it's going to be expensive. Hi, Keith. Keith says, hi, Grandma.
Who is it?
One of my friends, his name's Keith.
Hi.
He says hi.
I'm kind of old, so.
She says she's kind of old. So what does that have to do with
it? I'm not hearing too well.
Oh, she's 90. So, and you know what? She's 90 and she doesn't have a gray hair on her head. So hopefully I take after grandma and I don't end up with any gray hair. Mom doesn't have any gray hair either. I'm set up.
Rick doesn't either.
Really? I'm set up pretty good here. I think it might be all right. My dad has a lot of white hair now, though. I don't know. Okay, what time again? Just a few more minutes, and then I'll start getting into things. You do DoorDash? You gonna DoorDash me out on the trail? That'd be pretty epic. How's the goat? She's doing good. She's napping, being leisure. She's been grazing all day. I've been trying to fatten her up and myself, of course, before this next hike because it's just helpful to have those extra pounds. I hate it because my legs have started to touch in one spot. And I always hate that feeling, but at least I know I'm putting on the weight that I'm going to need. I'll wear it off in a couple months, but it's a little painful to plump up. Hi. Hi, Bernie. Hi, Gail. Hi, Krista. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Tim, Joseph. Yeah, lots of people on there. Okay, so if you guys want to ask questions throughout this, you're more than welcome to in the feed over there or on your side or wherever it is. I don't know. I just realized last time when I was pointing, trying to explain to where all the drop-down buttons were in the description, I was pointing to the opposite side of the screen. So when I watched it back, I was pointing to the wrong side the whole time. You know, whatever. Go figure. So yeah, best excuse ever to fatten up. People always ask me, how do you train for one of these long trails, you know, before the PCT or the AT or any of those things? Honestly, there is no training. I mean, the only way you can prepare for one of these long trails is you don't want to have a lot of muscle mass because the more muscle mass you have, the higher your metabolism runs. And by the ends of these things, you look like a Holocaust victim and you're burning like 8,000 calories a day. So it's a race against time. So really, truly, the one way you can do this most effectively is to put on as much weight as you can to begin with, and then you start slow. You do like 5 to 10 mile days for your first like week and a half, and then you bump it up to like 11 to 14 your next couple weeks, and then so on and so forth, 14 to 20s, depending on the terrain. Probably won't be going so extreme because I'll have my goat with me. We'll probably max at like 15-mile days on easier stretches and stuff. So this is going to be a lot different and more unique of an adventure for sure, but kind of treating it like a long trail because that's all I know besides like other random little hikes, but nothing to this scale, you know. It's kind of a different ball game. So what trail am I starting on? So this has kind of been all over the place. American Discovery Trail is a trail that goes from coast to coast. My goal is to go coast to coast. I don't know exactly which way this is going to go now. This whole like Ukraine-Russian thing, and if we possibly go into World War III, makes me a little bit nervous about starting on the East Coast now because all my family and everybody's here on the West Coast. So to get stuck out there on foot with my goat is a little intimidating. And I feel like we'll really probably know in the next couple months whether this is going to escalate or not. And it's not deterring me from going. It's just kind of changing my idea of if I'm going to leave from the East Coast or the West Coast now. So that is something that's changed. I'm considering leaving from the West Coast, which isn't ideal for a cross-country hike, especially through the terrain that I'm going, but might have to do what I got to do, and I want to do it. So I'll adapt to what needs to be done. I was planning on leaving today or tomorrow to start heading towards the East Coast, but I'm actually going to wait till Friday to pull the trigger because Biden talks with NATO on Thursday and all that stuff. So I feel like Friday we'll have a decent idea if this is going to escalate. It's such a mess, but I want to be smart about it. You know, I don't want to be out in the middle of nowhere. I could always rent a car and come back home, but we all know gas prices are great right now. So I do have to rent a car and try to afford my way all the way to the East Coast if I do decide to do that with gas and everything. So I don't want to waste my time and get out there and then have to come right back. Whereas here, if I start on the West Coast, I could go. And if I get, you know, the head of the trail that I want to start on is the Lewis and Clark Trail, which is about 4.5 hours south of where all my friends and family are. So, you know, if I start heading across, you know, east across Oregon on the Oregon Trail, after I finish the little chunk of Lewis and Clark Trail, I'll be on the Oregon Trail, and then in Kansas City, I'll hit the American Discovery Trail. So I don't really want to do the entire American Discovery Trail. I don't really like the western chunk of it. I'm not really interested in it. It goes through like Oakland and San Francisco and stuff. And the parts that are beautiful right there in the mountains, I saw when I was on the PCT. So kind of making it my own baby. And yeah, so the West Coast is going to be mostly the Oregon Trail. I want to retrace the original Oregon Trail. And then where it ends in Oregon City, from there to the coast, like the Lewis and Clark Trail, and I'll just kind of cut and paste my way across. We'll find our own little, it's going to be an adventure. That's what's going to make it fun. So we'll see. And yeah, it's going to be a little different on this one. Did you just turn that light off?
Yeah.
Can we?
Was that bad?
I might be getting darker. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, I kind of like the dark. Thanks, girl. Sorry. No, it's fine. That's fine. I'm giving you a hard time. Sorry. Anyway, so that's that. So Friday for sure, I'm going to be taking off one direction or the other. Especially if I need to go to the East Coast, I need to leave by Friday because I want to start around the beginning of April is my kickoff hopes. Obviously, I could start earlier if I go to the West Coast and start. But I'm also still kind of waiting for a couple pieces of gear. Little Leaf has been a little more tricky than I expected to outfit. And I've gotten a few things, like she has a new Coyote coat, Coyote vest. This is Kevlar. It protects her from coyotes and stuff while we're out hiking. She has a coat that she's been going to the tailor. She's been to the tailor like twice this week, having this custom raincoat made. And then since she's so small, they don't make packs for goats her size. And I want to do like small, soft packs to where she carries like maybe 4 pounds of food. So with her weight and everything, generally a goat her size could carry up to 10 pounds, but I'm not going to do that to her, especially because she's not used to this. So I've been putting together goat trail mix. This is a mix of like probiotics and mostly hay pellets, which expand a lot. So this is a pound of food in each one of these, but it expands to a lot more than that. She needs to eat like 1 to 2 pounds of food a day. But with these condensed pellets, it comes out to about that, maybe even a little more. And there's everything from beet shreds and minerals and the probiotic pellets. There's a lot of stuff in here. The minerals, raisins. It's like her trail mix. So I was thinking I could have her carry 4 of these. So 2 on each side, and that will be her game. And she can either have a coat on with her little pack with those 2 things on either side, and then her Coyote coat over the top, or whatever we need to do. So I'm trying to keep it simple, but yet effective. So yeah, she has a coat at the tailor's right now being fitted perfectly for her so it can work with the other pieces of gear. And I might have to have my old dog Lucy's old hiking pack that we retired many moons ago, customized to fit her, which might work perfect. It's looking. So, because I don't want her to carry a lot, I'll carry, 2 of those, and then she'll have 6 days of food right there. So it shouldn't be too hard. And then I'm putting together these boxes so that I can have them shipped out. And I'm, doing these seal bag things. It's like a production here at my grandma's house. I've taken it over. She likes me here, though. Hello from Alabama. Okay, I'm going to stop talking for a second and see if anybody's talking to me over here. Because am I sleeping in hotels or camping? I'm going to be camping mostly. Little Leaf and I have stayed in a lot of hotels. They welcome her, surprisingly. A lot of people, I think, don't know which way to take it, so they just kind of consider her a dog once they know she's potty trained. We've never had any issues. So here and there, of course, I'll probably end up getting a hotel, especially if weather gets really crummy. I'll probably want to afford a hotel just because she can't be in really super bad weather. Goats get hypothermia really easy, so that's why they don't like getting wet. They have a really high body temperature. So I just have to be really mindful in the way that we do this and what kind of weather we conquer and when. And we might just have to post, install out here and there, and adventure around the areas we're in or whatever. It's going to be fun. I don't know. I'm just going to let it unfold naturally and see what happens. Oh, you're planning to walk from, okay. That'll be fun. Walking east, you'd maybe have the wind at your back more often. Yeah, from the east is what typically most people do when they do the American Discovery Trail. And ideally, I would really prefer to do that. I'm really hoping I could leave Friday to the East Coast and make that happen, even though it's going to be way more expensive. It would just be more ideal. Plus, I'd be walking home and getting my goat. I don't want to take her on a plane. I don't want to stress her out. I don't want to stress her out in that aspect because you'd have to sedate her, and I'm not going to do all that to her. So either way, I'd be renting a car to get us back home or to get us there. So I either pay for it at the beginning or the end of this journey. So, so I could do this easy peasy at 200 pounds. Hi from Illinois. Hello. Oh, I'm glad you guys are looking forward to this. I'm pretty excited too, especially with everything going on and how cabin fever we've all been. And I've just been so like, oh, I'm going to do the CDT. So like up and down and like all of this. And it's just, I need to go. I need to go do something. I can't wait anymore for all of the things, the war, the COVID or whatever. I'm just going to do it. I'm hiking my own hike. And that definitely we will be hiking my own hike. Some other things you guys had talked about last time, making like a trail angel list. So I do have a Patreon account where people can contact me really one-on-one on there, but you have to subscribe. So I was thinking for you that are wanting to like maybe trail magic me or whatever, or potentially just be on a list if I were to need you. I'm going to have everybody just shoot those messages over to my Instagram messenger, and I'll just be checking that regularly and adding you to a list. So kind of maybe say your area, and, I may or may not, reach out, but if I needed to, that would be really fantastic if like a storm rolled in or, maybe we have some kind of incident. I don't know. Hopefully we don't need to do any of those things, but it's better safe than sorry, So if you want to be a trail angel to us, and you're somewhere across the center of the United States on either the East or West Coast, come here. Little Leaf, come here. Leave Grandma alone. Come say hi. Come here. But anyway, so you're welcome to, don't eat any more of those. Come here. Come say hi. I'm trying to get my goat up here so you guys can say hi to her. Come here. Come on. You want to eat my thank yous? Come on. Come here. So before I forget, so I've been getting off my wish list on Amazon all these gifts, and my goat has eaten a few of these. So really, truly, I apologize if I leave you out, but Marzel, Keith, Alicia, Eric, Kizzy and Brian, Joanne, the Stone family, Melissa, Kino. Thank you guys, all of you guys, for helping out. I know there's more of you, but again, she keeps eating these. So I don't know who she ate. Come here, stop it. Anyway, that you guys have really helped out. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about right now, I have an Amazon wish list, which mainly is food, like freeze-dried meals, stuff for her, like that I'm putting into these goat packs, goat mixes. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Come here. You gonna say hi? No.
We need some more of them.
I know. You've eaten enough of these. Come here. Come here. Come on. Anyway. Okay. Maybe I should put her outside. You want to go outside and eat some alfalfa? It's been thundering and lightning out, so she's been chilling on the couch. She's kind of a diva. Anyway, so I'm getting my gear together. I'm going to be using my Ula Epic pack, my good old Enlightened Equipment bag, sleeping bag. I've got breast cancer footies from my friend Alex. I'm being sponsored by Hiker Hunger. They gave me these actually for the CDT hike that didn't happen because of COVID. Coyote vest, they sponsor Little Leaf. You also have a sleeping bag for Little Leaf. This is by Whyld River. If you guys want a good dog sleeping bag, this chick, she's like young and she's cute and she's got an awesome dog. Her dog's named River. And she hand makes these and they're amazing. They open up. This is a little small for Little Leaf because it was her first one, but you get the idea. So anyway, we're getting our gear together. Some other cool things, you guys, I've always filmed with my phone. I have a drone now. I've been learning it, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to attempt, once it stops raining here in Washington, to do one of those photos of us with all our gear using this, and I'm taking it with me. And then Little Leaf has a harness that will attach to her and her own GoPro, and it can either go from her chest or the back behind her horns, and we'll have goat vision. So as long as I can figure out how to incorporate all these things into my videos, which I'm trying really fast to learn, otherwise I'm going to have the next year to figure it out. But some new perspective with some higher end gear here. So that's pretty exciting. My base weight, however, has gone from like 17 pounds to 22, which is kind of nuts, but we'll work it out. We'll work it out. So what else we got over here? What's with the goat? Well, the goat is my deer dog, is what I call her. She was a rescue, and she's become basically my goat. Yeah, I'm going to let her out on the porch. Hang on. My goat's harassing my grandma. Come on, let's go inside. Go eat some oats. Come on. You're being so good. Time to go inside. Oh, it feels good out there. Grandma, you got it hot in here. Woo.
I turned it down.
My grandma lives the opposite of an Eskimo. All right. So just tuned in. Hello, Connie. Welcome. Will my videos be delayed for safety? More than likely, just because as soon as I get there, I'll be hiking for probably a week. And then when I resupply for the first time-ish, is when I'll upload those first chunks of video. So there's always a little bit of delay with YouTube. If you guys want to keep up more to in time, my Instagram is the best way to do that. But I'll be open carrying this time because all the states I'm going through have open carry. And I have my concealed too, but I don't think we'll be going through any national parks that are going to be worried about us carrying. So I'm going to have a Glock right on the front of me. So hopefully nobody messes with us. So we should be pretty safe. I'll have other things as well, but I've never taken on any of my long hikes, any kind of firearm, because it's illegal in the national parks and stuff. But this trip being a little different, we're going to be in towns and cities more and stuff like that. And I've heard a lot of horror stories about people who've traveled the country with goats that get attacked for some reason. So I don't know if that's because of the goat or what, but I ain't messing around, especially the way things are going right now with the Ukraine. I just better safe than sorry. So anyway, if you're against guns, sorry. I grew up in sticks. We all have them. It's pretty normal. We're all really aware of how to use them and handle them. And like I said, I have my concealed too. So yeah, gun safety is nothing new out here. There's that. So yeah, for my safety, I do delay the videos too. I don't really like people to know exactly where I am just because, most of you are normal, but I never know, so just to be on the safe side. I will end up near Virginia, I think. Well, if I start in Delaware, it depends on what side of the country I start to. And this first chunk, I'm making my own route, so there's no way anybody would be able to find me anyway unless I put it out there. Yes, safety first. I know, the GoPro. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have Little Leaf have her goat vision and then have some cool drone shots, since I'm not going through really there's only like national parks and above cars. There's a lot of those types of places where these just aren't allowed. But this one's so small, I don't have to license it, I guess, which is pretty cool. And it's so light and little. I'm pretty excited. It's pretty fun. Be fun to mess with. I'm also I'm going to be trying to do daily paintings. So I'm not taking this whole case, but I have these little paint cups in here. And this is really nice Winsor watercolors. So I'm going to take all these little guys, probably just throw them in a baggie like I did in previous years. So because this is all heavy and bulky. So, it's all about ultralight. But I'm going to be taking that. Also starting a new logo for Little Leaf and I, where we're going to have more stickers and stuff. Oh, hey, by the way, if anybody knows Jacqueline Solis, She tried to order stickers from me. Darling, they keep coming back. I need your address better. Something's not right. But I do have your order, and if you want your stickers, reach out to me because I can't get a hold of you outside of the address that's not returning or just keeps returning. But yes, I've been working on some fun new sticker ideas. This one will probably have some sayings in between it. Tomorrow I have a meeting with Rewardify. It's a company that makes cell phone video games, like app video games. And Little Leaf and I are being turned into a video game. So this is kind of crazy, but they're turning us into like our different adventures. So soon you guys will be able to play Little Leaf and Feathers, which to me is just bizarre. But I meet with them tomorrow at 2, and I'm really excited to see how they turn me into a cartoon character. I don't know what that's going to look like, but yeah, that'll be some fun. So hopefully, like when we're on the Oregon Trail, they could make like an Oregon Trail version where we're forging rivers and we don't die of dysentery. So I'm working on the pack for the goat right now. I've got stuff at the tailor, trying to get it fitted properly like a dog pack, but really truly goats are obviously made. Hey, thank you, Samuel, for the $5. Gas money. That's going to help me get to the trailhead. Gas is silly right now, just silly. And I understand what's going on. So, I'm not complaining, but definitely gives an extra obstacle to things, but it'll be fine. It'll be great. I'm not going to have to pay for gas for the next year while I'm walking. So, do I have a pack for the goat? That's Peach. That's going to be hopefully figured out here in the next 2 days. I've been working with the tailor to either alter this old dog pack I have because I've reached out to some goat pack companies that actually make packs for pack goats. And she's so tiny, they don't sell anything and they haven't responded to me. So, trying to get something custom made for her would be the only route. I can't just buy something her size. So I'm working on customizing something. I don't want her to carry a lot of weight anyway. She can only carry like 10 pounds. So, and I don't want her to carry that much weight even. I'll have her do 4. So she's going to carry about 4 days of her food worth, which will be about 1 pound a day. And that's about it. And then I'll carry the rest, which isn't much, just a couple coats. Like I said, my base weight's going from like 17 to 22, 24, which is a difference because that's before food and water, but we're not racing time on this one. So we can be kind of leisurely and go with it. No, I'm not doing this with my trailer. I'm doing this on foot. We're crossing the country on foot. Yes, I am walking from one coast to the next coast, Forrest Gump style, only with a goat. Thank you. Yeah, it should be, make sure your carry permit is good in all the states. Oh, I already know. I'm going to open carry in the states I don't have a concealed for. So I'm good for my concealed in 36 states. And you can open carry in all the states I'm going through anyway, and you don't need a permit to open carry in the states I'm going through. So if I don't have a concealed for that state, I'll just open carry, which is way easier anyway. So yeah, very savvy and all of that. What's the longest mile I've ever walked? Well, I walked a lot of miles. I think I've walked over 5,000 miles, Mexico to Canada, Georgia to Maine, those long trails. Thanks, Keith. But the longest mile is in like the most painful maybe was in the Whites in New Hampshire, going through the Whites. I almost got hypothermia and that was kind of scary. That was a mile there. And then as soon as I got warm, I had a river crossing. So I was like, oh, come on. But I survived. Did I die though? No, I'm here. Oh, I got this cool watch too. This thing's like navigation and excuse me, satellite. I get weather warnings. I get terrain, altimeter. It has everything. It's kind of cool. So I'm hoping this will be handy. It kind of works like a Garmin in a sense. This is pretty awesome. So I'm getting fancy with my gear here. Yeah, I'm like a female Forrest Gump, only a little smarter. I would hope to be considered. Will you be carrying Little Leaf at times? No, I will not be carrying Little Leaf. There's no way I could carry her. But I do have a sling that I'm carrying in case we have an emergency and I need to pack her out somewhere. But I am not that gangster. There is no way I could carry my goat. She's young. She's just a little over 2. She's got a lot of energy. She's a good hiker. We've done lots of hiking in 30 different states, all different kinds of terrain. So I know she's good in lava fields and in desert pricklies and all of this stuff. I know how to watch and maintain her hooves, so she's gonna be babied, don't worry. But she's gonna carry her own weight for the most part. Also, malnutrition on Washington, don't forget. Oh yeah, I did have malnutrition. Is that what you're talking about? How I had the malnutrition at the end of the PCT? That was rough, man. Yes, I'm getting fat right now. I told you guys my legs are touching now. I hate that feeling, but it's part of it. You got to plump up. Bring iodine. I like potassium iodine in case we have some nuclear fallout, or are you just thinking to clean wounds? I'll have a few different things. I got charcoal peels for the goat in case she eats something she's not supposed to. Hey, thanks for the $20. How do you say that? Skagit Ed, are you from Skagit County? That's cool. Well, you don't, if Patreon's not in your future, you don't have to do it. I'm kind of horrible with my Patreon just because they keep changing it. I was trying to be really consistent and cool on Patreon, but they kept changing their system so much I got a little frustrated. So I do send out packages. I'm actually sending out another round of these little envelopes with all kinds of stuff in them for my Patreons, including some little leaf hoof prints. I made all these little impressions of her hoof prints so you can get an idea of just how tiny her little hoofs are. So those are going to a bunch of all of my Patreon people. So I spoiled them with little tidbits of things. I'm also including a bunch of buffs. Everybody gets a buff this round. But yeah, my Patreons, it's just kind of more fun and another way to support. So I appreciate it. But I'm kind of crummy when it comes to Patreon. So I love you. You get some fun little random stickers and stuff, but it is what it is. How many peaks has Little Leaf summited? Well, she's done some on the PCT, actually. She went with me past Stevens there when I tried to do that section for the second time. But I was pushing her into too much too soon, and that was dumb on my part. So we only did like the first 10 miles. But she's summited Mount Guadalupe in Texas, which was like 18.3 or 8.3 elevation. She's done quite a bit. She's little trooper. She's hiked all around the Cochise stronghold, like on the edge. She scared the crap out of me. Zion. She's hiked all around Zion. Ran into some wild sheep out there. She's like, "You look like me." It was kind of scary, actually, but cool at the same time. So anyway, yes, Little Leaf has experience summiting mountains. Lake Havasu. Heck yeah. I like Lake Havasu. Yes, if you guys want to message me a little bit more personally, like to be a part of my Trail Angel list or anything, or care packages, I have someone here at home that's going to be putting together my goat trail mix for Little Leaf and sending these packages out. But if you guys want to, at certain points, send me any kind of care packages for just my type of food, I'm going to put a list on my not Amazon. I told you I'm tired. I worked last night. I had a painting party. On my Instagram of like things that I like, and you guys I can shoot it over to you if you're interested. But things like the Betty Lou bars, they sponsored me on my PCT hike, and I still love these things. I never got sick of them. These are the goji ones, or no, these are the goji berry ones. Oh my gosh, each one of these is 10 servings of fruit and veggies. These things are so good. I could live off of them. Actually, I have. But anyway, hi from Florida. Hello, Claire. Connie. Thank you. I will be careful as best I can. You know, you can't live life too cautious and have as much fun as is out there. So just gotta go with it. Iodine for wounds. Got it. Yes. I will bring. I have a decent first aid kit, a little bigger than I normally carry this time because of Little Leaf. So lots can go wrong with a goat. So I'm gonna just make sure that I have what I need. Yeah. Southern Ohio on this trip. So on that part, you guys can look up the routes of the American Discovery Trail from Kansas City over to the East Coast. I'll be on the American Discovery Trail, so you can get an idea of where I'll be hiking through, what states on that side. And then from Kansas City west, I'll be retracing the original Oregon Trail And then to the coast, one last little chunk through Oregon. I'll be on the Lewis and Clark Trail. So if you guys want to kind of see the route that I'm trying to trace. Okay, what else we got here? Thanks for the donations, you guys. Helpful. And another way, if you guys can't, like, I'm not expecting anybody to donate food or anything. If you can't, I get it. A lot of people are, financially strapped right now. Just watching my YouTube videos and letting the ads play. The ads are what generate me income off of YouTube. And YouTube's changed how we get paid quite a few times. And it's not a ton. It's like 60 cents an ad. But if you want to help and you don't have money to actually donate, just let the ads run when you watch the videos. And that'll make me money. So and it's much appreciated, because when on these hikes that I've been on in the past, you start to get an appetite like no other. So the only thing and the main thing I'm going to need probably is going to be food, and then some funds to keep my cell phone going, and some of these gadgets, I suppose now, that have subscriptions, which is fine, and occasional showers and laundry. But yeah. It's kind of a cheap way to live. Homeless. Really expensive to live homeless. Thanks. I'm glad you watch my videos. Some of them are great. Some of them are okay. They're my video journal of just me dinking around and doing what I do. I think I have like 3 more videos left from my old excursions here just this past summer into this winter that I need to post. But I've been so busy working and trying to get everything together right before leaving on this trip. That I've only posted a couple. I've missed a couple days here this last week, but I should be posting one tonight. So you'll have one tonight to look forward to. But once I get on this trail, I'll be posting daily videos. They will be delayed because I need to build them up and get a chunk. And then I can't always upload because you're out in the middle of nowhere. So until I get to a city to resupply, that's when I upload everything. And then you'll get daily videos. So it takes a minute for, it to catch up, but it'll happen. You just follow me on Instagram? Yay, yes. Follow me on Instagram. That's a great way to communicate with me. Between Patreon and YouTube, it's really difficult. Comments get lost in the feed, and I don't see them, with each new post. I try to read a lot of my YouTube comments, but sometimes it's just there's so much going on and so many. But Instagram's easy. It's a lot easier to find messages and to save people and actually talk. So if you guys want a little more one-on-one or anything with questions, you can do my Instagram. And at the top of my original page on YouTube, there's links for both Little Leaf and my Instagram, and you can message either one of those. Obviously, she doesn't answer her Instagram. I do. But you can get me both ways. It is hard to do daily vlogs, but, it's my way of journaling. So even if they're not the greatest, it's because I don't write down my journal. I don't journal that way. I journal with my videos. I tend to make a video every single day because that's my journal. That's my way of journaling. Which is your preferred method to receive donations? Patreon, GoFundMe, PayPal? Oh, hey, Bigfoot. Thank you for the 20. Appreciate it. You can use any of them, really. It's personal preference. I feel like a lot of people are shying away from GoFundMe. I think they did something that a lot of people didn't agree with. I don't know. I don't follow the trends of what people are being, judgmental about these days. I try to avoid drama. So I know they did something. I'm not sure what. But Patreon is a subscription. So if you decide to do Patreon, you can actually do a one-time donation on Patreon. And I know that's really secure. So is PayPal. And I've not had really any issues with GoFundMe. So it's totally personal preference to you. And down in the link there in my description, there's all of those options. I'm pretty sure I might not have my PayPal in there, but yeah, there's ways. If you're on here, there's a donate button on here. So anyway, you're willing, or there's an Amazon wish list if you just want to buy food. That's appreciated too, because like I said, those are the main things I'm going to need. So yeah. Time-lapse painting sequences. You know what? I'll probably do a lot of those on this trail now that I have this GoPro. and a little stand. Oh, I have a head mount too. So I can actually, because before I was using my phone for everything. So I can't paint and hold my phone. You know what I mean? And I've never got one of those fancy stands. But now, I don't know where I put it. But I have this GoPro and I can mount it to my forehead. Sounds ridiculous. But so while I'm on trail doing these daily these daily paintings, I always take this little cardboard makeshift. This is my what I keep all my paper in. I took this on the PCT and I just plan on taking it again. It's really simple. I just took some cardboard, but I take pieces of paper and I tape them out, and then I eventually paint them into, let's see if I've got one in here that's actually painted. But anyway, I'm going to try to make an entire book. I'm working with a lady about doing so. There's one I'm working on, a train station. But I want to do an entire book of a daily painting from each day while on this journey. So that should be pretty interesting. I'll definitely, maybe every day I'll add a little time lapse of working on that piece with a little goat footage from the GoPro. Little Leaf will have her own GoPro for part of the day. I've got the drone now. It's going to be interesting. So maybe not every day. I can't use the drone, I know, in rain. But the GoPro is waterproof, so that's pretty cool. But I'm going to have to pick and choose my battles during serious weather. So we'll see how it goes. It won't be expected every day, but we can play with it. Back on trail, man. Yeah. Held more. That one held more money. Oh, she thought one forum held more money than the other. Yeah, I don't think so. I like GoFundMe is always a weird one because they want you to start with like an ideal amount that you want to try to gain. And I just put a big number on there, mainly because a lot of that money I'm going to be stashing so I can do the Continental Divide hike. And I'm going to need that money to pay for, it's going to go to an animal rescue that my friend owns. Otherwise, maybe if I earn enough, if I get lots of publicity from this video game and stuff, maybe I'll start my own sanctuary rescue type thing. But anyway, it's going to be the only way I'm going to be able to do the Continental Divide for my Triple Crown, if anything. Hey, thanks, Hounds of Hound or Hogate. Yeah, Howgate. It's all foggy on my. Treats for the wee goat. She loves treats. Her food of choice is raisins and apples. She goes nuts for raisins. She'll do anything for raisins. She has a raisin dealer out here, though. He actually gave her a 30-pound box of raisins, and I've been adding it into this mix. But I didn't even know they made 30-pound boxes of raisins. It's nuts. Her eyes almost popped out of her head. What state am I starting in? It's going to either be Oregon or Delaware. I'm kind of waiting till Friday to see what's going on with this war thing after Biden meets with NATO. That sounds a little serious. I know President of Ukraine's going live tomorrow to beg for more help. And so, I mean, it's horrible what's going on. But I mean, I'm not sure I want to start on the other side of the country if we potentially are going into World War III. I mean, I'm still going to hike. I'm still going to do it. But it'll take a lot to bring me home. If it escalates to a serious level, of course, you know, if we end up with like nuclear threats and stuff, I might have to put this on hold. But I'm still going to go for it until it gets to that point. But I want to feel that out a little more. Plus, I'm waiting for stuff from the tailor for the goat. So I'm going to try to leave by Friday. I was hoping to leave by tomorrow. But, you know, that's how it goes. I got plenty of time. I just want to make sure I'm on trail by the 1st of April-ish. So. Just joined. Hi, welcome. Hi, Kate. You can't be half bad. We stick to the roads more or the wood trails? I want to be on the wood trails. I don't like road walking, and I think that's super dangerous. And the goat's going to be an attraction in herself. So, you know, people rubbernecking. I don't want us to get hit just from people trying to figure out, is that a goat? So ideally, my plan is to really avoid as many roads as possible. But yeah. I don't want, you know, if they're like logging roads or forest roads and stuff, that's different. But like actual roads, I really don't want to unless I'm going into resupply and stuff. I'm going to try my best. When I get to Alaska, I want to go to Alaska. Problem with Alaska is I probably won't leave. As soon as I go there, I need to explore Canada a little more. God, there's some beautiful places. There's so many places I want to go. But I got to get across my own country first and make sure I see all of the things here, and then we'll start going other places. Like I want to do the Trail of the Parks in Chile. That's probably going to be my first out of country trek that I'm going to do, because through the Patagonia is just amazing. Looks amazing. Definitely going to do that. But I'll have to have my goat dialed in somewhere because she can't leave the country. I won't be able to bring her back in if I leave the country with her. So there's that. You had a head, neck, and back injury. Oh, so you were following me. Oh, I'm glad you could live vicariously. You know what? I love getting those kind of messages, because really, truly, my YouTube was just for my daughter to follow along, and it was my way of journaling. And it's so fun to hear all the stories of people who kind of lived vicariously through me and have fun watching them. I didn't really have in mind that that would be something that would take place. I didn't even know I could make money with YouTube until halfway through the PCT when I met IB Tat. He's like, "How much money do you make?" I'm like, "Money." So it's been kind of a fun surprise, but I love it. And I've met so many amazing people. I love it. So now I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. But if you would have asked me like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, if I was going to be a YouTuber, I would have been like, no. So it's one of those things that just kind of, came to pass because naturally, I don't know. No, Alaska is definitely part of my country. Come on. I just know I won't leave it if I go there. I know I'm going to love it too much. I have two of my uncles have a house there, a cabin, a big, huge cabin that they built there, and they've invited me there a few times. And I'm like, not yet, not yet. Oh, gotta be so fun to just trek all around there. It's amazing. How long do I estimate this hike will take? Honestly, I'm thinking it's probably going to take over a year. From the few people who have done the American Discovery Trail, which is pretty much straight across the continent, the country, tired. On average, it takes about a little over a year is what it seems like, if they average about 15 miles a day. And so with the goat, I'm probably going to have just slower days or days with bad weather where we just hunker down, because if it's too nasty, I'm not going to drag her out in it. We'll go poke around a town or, do whatever. I don't know. Make beef jerky. So it's definitely be over a year, though. I'm going to be out there for a hot minute. I'm going to look like Forrest Gump did for sure. And then I'll get the point and be like, okay, I think I'll go home now. Joseph, thank you. Appreciate the donation. Is this the Slab City chick? Yes, not Slap City. I am the Slab City chick. Yeah, I think so. So I think this is open to the public. So a lot of people might be in here too who have no idea who I am really. Maybe they've seen one or two of my videos. But yes, Chip, I was at Slab City and I did that video that went pretty viral. I don't know why. I think Slab City is just one of those places that people get curious about, and not a lot of people venture in there. And I did. And everybody thought I was like 20 years old and naive. And here I'm like 40. Not naive. Just a little crazy. Koss and MacGyver Sons? MacGyver Son? Or well, I don't know. You know what? I get so many trail names and stuff, and I bartended for 17 years. Names with me, I need a face or what you drink. And then I'll know if I know you. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate that. I may need all the luck we can get. So I'm going to let this go to 7, which is about another 20 minutes. So if you guys do have lots more questions, go ahead and ask anything. Don't be scared to ask a question that I've probably already answered, because people are coming and going. But are you going to vlog it? I will be vlogging this hike. I'm going to do daily videos, and I have fancy new drone footage. My goat is even going to have her own GoPro with this setup. Where did I put it? This halter thing that attaches this to her. So we'll have goat vision. We'll have sky vision. I'm going to be able to do time lapses now when I work on my art on trail, because I won't have to hold my phone, and so it'll be fun. I'm going to try to take it up a notch, get a little more fancy. So it should be good. I have my Patreon set up. I just suck at it because they kept changing everything. As soon as I would get the hang of using Patreon, they would change something. And I know I'm not that old. I'm only 40, but it takes me a while to learn these things. I've been watching video after video just to make sure that I use this right and I don't lose it, or, you know, I'm just not that computer literate. So on Patreon, I do my best. I do have some packages going out with, I already told some people this earlier, with little goat prints of Little Leaf's goat prints with the year on it. Some buffs are going to be in this package. So I send like random little things to my patrons. Just depends. Thank you, Laura, for the $5. Appreciate it. So it just depends. Yeah, but there's the different tiers, you know, on there. So Patreon is just another way to support me. It's just a subscription. So if you're wanting to keep it simple and want to just do like a subscription thing, that's a good way to do it. But I guess I have to be honest, don't expect too much from me on Patreon because they keep changing it. I was trying to learn from Second Chance. Corey, he does like a live video every week on his Patreon, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to guarantee something like that because I don't know when I'm going to have service. And I want to do more of these live. I just figured this out. So I'll be trying to do more of these lives when I can. Maybe when I get into towns, or if we have like crummy weather and we need to hunker down, I'll do a live. I'll hop on and do a live and catch y'all up and let you know how things are going. But another good way to communicate with me is my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, Instagram Messenger is a real direct way to get in touch with me if you want to do a care package or just be a trail angel to me, or let me know what area you're in case I need a trail angel while I'm through there. That's much appreciated. And I'm going to keep a little list just so that in case I do get between a rock and a hard place, it never hurts to have someone that can maybe, you know, help. But hopefully I won't need too much help. Martin. Hi, Martin. Question, did it make you... Oh, what made me choose the Epic UL? Okay, yeah. So this is my pack that I was going to take on the Continental Divide, and I might still, but I'm probably going to end up wearing it out on this hike. This is a unique pack because this is a waterproof sack that comes out of the actual frame of the backpack, but it's super waterproof. I have always used the Hyperlight backpacks that are waterproof because I won't mess around with the backpack covers. I want something that's just actually waterproof. And even with those, I'd have to use a contractor bag. After a while, they break down. That Dyneema doesn't stay waterproof. But this has a Sea to Summit bag in it. It's just it's like a water bag, you know, so I could inflate this and cross a river with it and everything should stay dry in it. It's just a little more heavy duty. And so I was going to take that on the Continental Divide, but of course now I'm going to take it on this one. But I like that it has bottom straps too, where you would put this is for rafting actually. So this is a rafting bag and there's straps on the bottom for where you could put your raft. And I'm going to use that for when my tent's wet and stuff like that, instead of having to put that inside my bag, because that was always a pain on the Pacific Crest and Appalachian. So just kind of trying something different. But I'm pretty excited about it. It's really comfortable. It's got the load lifters, which I've never experienced because Hyperlight doesn't have those, or didn't on the ones I used, the Wind Riders. So I'll probably do a video with all my gear on one of the slow days. I'm going to try to do one of those cool, cheesy, like aerial pictures with me and Little Leaf with all of our gear around us using my drone, if I can figure out how to do it. I should be able to. I just can't right now because it's been raining for like 5 days. But, and then you guys can ask me questions about my gear and stuff that I'm taking. I've got a Arctic puffy, which are my favorite. I've tried every kind of puffy from Patagonia to everything. And those hands down, they're expensive, but they last and they keep you warm. They're the best. So anyway, what else we got here? Yes, love my Ula Epic though. This is going to be my baby on this trip. I like waterproof. Waterproof is good. Going to be a lot of hot shirtless rangers. Okay, so you must have watched some of my PCT videos. I'm pretty sure I wasn't seeing things. That was a pretty fun day though. I think it was near Yosemite somewhere. I'm quite surprised to hear you're 40. Wow, you look, thank you. Yeah, and I didn't have much sleep last night. No, I'm 40 and my daughter's 20 and in college, and yeah, I'm getting up there. That's why I want to do all these things now. I'm not getting any more time. Have good image stabilization? I think so. There's 3 settings. This is the newest one, the GoPro 10, and I've been watching videos on it. and there is a high level of stabilization. And then again, they actually make this harness for dogs that she's going to be using. Oh, that's Gator. But this harness is made for dogs. So the combination of the two, I think with their I think they thought of that. So hopefully the stabilization is good. We're going to try it. We'll see how it goes. It's waterproof, so we can rock it in the rain even, and we'll see how it goes. Trail Angel in Indiana. All right. I am using my big Angus. I always say it wrong. I have a 2-person one. It's a mesh top. It's got 2 overlaying vestibules. It's a little heavier than I would normally take on a through hike. But because I have the goat, we used it when we were camping in the Great Basin and all kinds of other places. She's used to the tent. She knows tent is a home. I call it our vacation home from our gypsy wagon. But yeah. How does Super Chat work? You know, you hit the pay, send, but nothing happens. I know there's like the little money button down there. I don't know. You know what? Honestly, this is my second time doing this, and I've never got on to somebody else's. Ivy Tat was the first person to show this to me, and I was on the side of it with him again. So I have yet to watch anybody and try that. But I assume you just hit the button, and then it kind of guides you through it. I'm not really sure. Sorry. But I appreciate you trying, Ronald. How far has Little Leaf hiked with me so far? She did Mount Guadalupe, which was 8,300 feet, and she crushed it and did great. But she's hiked a lot with me. She's hiked through 30 different states, not through like the entire states, but different terrains and stuff. So I've been prepping her for some hiking. She's definitely used to camping in a tent. She's used to long day hikes and elevation gains. This is going to be nothing out of the ordinary for her, just besides the fact that it's going to be a lot longer. So, but she'll do whatever I tell her to do. I've had her since she was less than a week old, since she was a rescue. I'm mom, and whatever I do, she thinks is normal. Don't tell her. Wonder Hussy, I've heard of her. It's hard to meet up with some of these other nomadic people because they're nomadic and we're all over the place and we all have these crazy ideas of like, oh, we're going over here, we're going over there. So it can be tricky. Ivy Tat invited me to go to Scotland with him, or Ireland. Where is he going? But I have no setup for Little Leaf. That would have been fun, but again, it's just not in my cards yet. So I have to wait. Which goat carry things did you get? I hike with my dog. I'll have to pull that out. It's a blue backpack. It's actually older. It was my dog Lucy's, and we hadn't used it in years. She was 14 when she passed, and I had stopped using the pack on her probably 5 years ago. She had arthritis really bad amongst, oh my God, my gut scared me, amongst other things. So it's an older pack that we're having customized a little bit. Yeah, she is. Hang on, Little Leaf. My goat's knocking at the door. Hang on, let me go get her.
Take me an hour to get up.
That's all right. I'm coming. Come on. Get right out of here. Come say hi. You're not going right back out, you knucklehead. Anyway, hi. So I'm going to do this for like 10 more minutes. What's the best way to let you know that we would love to help you out if needed? Passing through Instagram. I'm just going to Instagram. If you want to talk to me or offer being a trail angel or anything, goat. Hey, why are you being ornery? You want to go back out this way? Come on. So my goat knows to knock at the door. She does a little headbutt against the door twice to go in and out. So anyway, sorry. Yeah, use my Instagram. If you go to the easiest way to find my Instagram, you can either go into the search and type in Kate Cloud Feathers. You don't even need to put the spaces. Or on my homepage of YouTube, up in the far right corner, you'll see like my merch buttons and all of that stuff. And both Little Leaf and my Instagram are in there. Either one will get a hold of me. She obviously doesn't check her Instagram. I do. So That would be the best way to like contact me more one-on-one. I should have night fires as much as possible. Yeah, having the goat. I'm gonna have bear mace with me, like my grizzly mace, which is gonna be a pain because it's heavy, but with the coyotes and everything. And even though I'll be carrying, I'm not trying to shoot any coyotes or nothing crazy. So I'm not too worried. We've camped in the outback of Oregon a couple times and been surrounded by coyotes in the outback of Oregon with her. I've been in Arizona. We got surrounded by javelinas one night. So I'm pretty used to the predators being curious about her, but they're pretty easy to scare off and stuff, as long as you know how to react. What else we got here? What editing app do I use? I use Power Director right now, and I like it quite a bit. I do have a subscription with them, so they supply me music and stuff like that, so I don't have to really dig for like non-copyright stuff and everything. But I like Power Director. It's simple. There's so many of them out there, but it takes me so long to learn anything. I hate changing. But I might have to, because now that I have this GoPro and this drone, and I'm going to be trying to incorporate all these different, videos from different outlets. I've even been thinking I might end up having to, they all right now connect to my phone, but I might end up having to get like a little iPad to take with me, which is going to make my base weight even more. But so far I'm doing pretty good. My pack should be about 34 pounds with food and everything. So that's not horrible. My base weight being about 22, 24 right now. I don't usually sue, so she's asking if I post my route so people can come meet me and stuff. You can message me on Instagram, but everything on YouTube is usually delayed just for my safety, and not because I'm paranoid, just because I've had some crazies. And so I'd rather know someone's coming to meet me or agree to it ahead of time. And I'm fine with that. It's fun to meet up with people, but I don't like to be surprised unless it's trail magic or something and I'm starving. That's a little different, but that's hard to do on a hike like this, especially with my route being not like the PCT where it's like an actual like beaten path. I know part of it is on the East Coast, but like the Oregon Trail is kind of chopped up because some of it's been made into little parks and some of it's like road and other things. So but yeah, if you want to be a trail angel, message me your info, what area you're in, and when I'm there, if we stall out or we're hanging out, I could always hit you up. Is Little Leaf going to get a tattoo as well? No, probably not. Have you thought of creating a children's book? Yes, actually. So I'm working with a publisher and an editor, actually a couple of them, and not really like as if they're going to be my publisher or editor, but they have published and edit books and they're kind of guiding me. I want to do both children books for Little Leaf, and also I want to do a biography of her and I, like a combined biography, which I think would be really funny, like a goat biography because she was rejected and all this. I have a drawing here I did for the kids' book. Kind of silly, but like, I don't know. I was playing around with ideas. I'm not really a cartoonist. I'm more of a realist when it comes to painting and drawing. I suck at cartoons, but I'm good at realistic. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yes, one of those pictures in the background is of me. That one right there. I'm at my grandma's. Hello. Thank you, Brian. Outside of the country, yes, there are lots of trails I plan on hiking outside of the country. The first one being the Trail of the Parks in Chile through the Patagonia. That's going to be my first one for sure. I'd love to do Kilimanjaro too and see the ancient plants up on top and all kinds. There's so many things I want to see. Yeah, this probably won't end anytime soon. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks, Marzel. 34 pounds, that's almost my weight. Yeah, right. Oh my goodness, that would be creepy. I'm going to actually have, oh, this is a great question. So Missy's asking if I'm going to be alone with just me and my goat, or if I'm going to have other people along the way. Actually, I've been talking to Spider, who hiked with me a good portion of my Appalachian Trail hike. He's thinking he's going to come out. Horse from the PCT is thinking he might come out. So I've been talking with different friends. My friend Alex, who's battling breast cancer right now. Some of you may be aware of who she is. She wants to come and do a section with me, depending on how healthy she gets and how she feels. But yeah, I have a lot of people, talking about and thinking about coming and meeting up at different sections. So there's a potential for plenty of, especially my through hiking Tramley posse from both long trails have been connecting with me and talking about it. Spider's super serious. He's down in Florida and he's thinking he's going to come meet me for a stent. Same with Horse. Horse actually is not doing his road painting, I don't think, this summer. So he's considering coming, and that would be a blast. He's fun. Both of those guys are so much fun. We laugh so much. They're good guys. What else do we got here? Mystic Art Festival in August. It's going to be hard for me to hitch anywhere or anything with a goat. So unless I'm like right there, perfect timing, it's going to be hard to hit certain events. I know that my buddy, who's the Rick Riz, he's the announcer for the Mariners, wants me to come to Wrigley Field with my goat so they can do the whole, like, look, we let someone in with a goat to break the curse, even though the curse was broke, because that Wrigley, the Cubs were cursed because of a goat. If you guys know all that, I just learned it myself. But anyway, they want us to swing by Wrigley Field during one of the games. I don't know if that's going to happen. Will we be allowed to donate and support the Walk Across America? Yes, please. I would much appreciate it if you're able and willing. And those videos do take a lot of time for me to make, even though I look at them as my own personal journal. If you enjoy them, I really don't get paid to do them, besides any support y'all send me. And then if you let the ads run, that's how we make money off of YouTube nowadays, is only by how long you let the ads run. So I think I get for every 30-second video or something like that, I get 60 cents, I think, or maybe it's 30 cents for every 60 seconds. I don't know, something like that. Big money. But you know what? You have enough people, it adds up. I think I'm at like 15,000 subscribers now. If everybody let 2 ads run, that can put some food on my table. So it does help. But donate and support, down in the description below each video, you can find links. To different ways you can help support. There's an Amazon wish list where I have food and stuff for both the goat and I, and gear if we need it. Right now we have all of our gear. I will be needing more shoes. That's the only thing I know I can say right off the bat that I know I'm going to need gear-wise. I love Solomon's. These are what I use on all my trails. I'm starting with this pair that I've already broken in. And then I have so far, my buddy Eric bought me my first replacement set. My shoes last about 400 to 500 miles. So I have the first maybe 700 miles set for shoes, but I will probably need a lot of pair of shoes, and those can be found in my Amazon. So that's a good way. What are you saying? Oh, I thought she was talking to me. Wouldn't that be neat if Spider came? I know I haven't seen Spider in forever. I don't know how he's been or anything. We chatted a little bit. Horse too. I mean, I saw him. I went trail magicked him in Yellowstone last summer, but yeah. Hi, Pops. Hi, Brian. We'll be traveling through Iowa. I don't know. I actually, let me see. I have the map right here, or would I lose it? Okay, well, you don't have to get back to you on that one. I'll once I really know my route Friday, I can give you guys more information. I'll be posting that probably on Instagram too. I post a lot more up-to-date stuff on my Instagram, so you can really see more in time on my Instagram posts. YouTube, it just takes a while to develop the videos and then to upload them after you've edited them and stuff. So everything on YouTube is usually a little delayed, where Instagram's a little more instant. Weird. Well, hi, Edward. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get more subscribers in Habitat. At one point I did. We go back and forth. It's just a fun little thing we do. Well, he probably could care less, but I guess it's in my own head. All right, so it's about 7 o'clock. I'm probably gonna start wrapping this up. So if any of you have any more last questions, now's the time. Otherwise, yeah, hit me up on Instagram. I will definitely post a video and let you guys know when I make it to trail and which direction I'm going to start from and all of that. I'm getting better at these live videos, so I'll probably do another one sooner than later and give you guys a heads up on which end I'm starting from and when I'm starting-ish, so you guys can know that everything is moving forward and so forth. I know, I'm so excited. Becca, contact. Yeah, anybody who wants to be a contact for me in certain areas, just message me on Instagram where you're from, you know, what area, and that, you know, if you're willing, give me your phone number or whatever so I could hit you up when I get to that area if I were to need something. I'm really shy about that. I haven't done it a ton, but you just never know. Anything could happen. It would be nice to have a few contacts should I need them in a pinch. A painting on site. Oh, well, I'll be doing paintings every day. And now I have my GoPro, so I'll be able to do time lapses. So that's going to be new. So I've upgraded. I've got a GoPro and a drone now. We're getting fancy, y'all. It's not just my phone no more. All right, you guys. I'm going to sign off. It's been great. Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate you. Thanks for the donations and everything. I'm feeling the love, and I hope we can keep you entertained. Oh, Ronald, I appreciate you so much for trying to figure out the super chat. I wish I knew. I'll have to look into it more so that I can help anybody who struggles with it and is trying to. You can find my link down below if you want to either GoFundMe or Patreon or something if you want to. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still learning this. All right. Well, have a good one, you guys. Take care. Bye.